Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cancellable Podcast. Let me do that again. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cancellable Podcast. My name is Bardia. I'm here with Kurosh. The laughter is Kurosh.
How many episodes do you think we need to do before giving the intro is not an issue anymore?
Oh, as in like we don't... Bro, every time I'm like, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up.
What is this, 57?
This is 57.
Let's say roughly 60, because we've not posted a few episodes here and
Yeah.
there. Or even more than 60. And
No, I think we hit 60 right.
I don't know how many times we've had a smooth intro. Someone fucks up somewhere.
For some, like 99, I'm having a stroke. 99% of them. What am I, Adolf? Like 99?
I don't know, man.
No.
Shave it a little bit more.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the best way to start.
You read Mein
But
Kampf?
what?
Because you read Mein Kampf? Or
What is that?
you don't know?
What is it?
It's the Hitler booklet.
No.
Bro,
Is
you
it?
haven't seen that clip of... Okay, so it's a German family on like Christmas or some shit. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
The Cheers?
No.
No.
The kid apparently asked the granddad for a Minecraft, like, I don't know, voucher or something. But in German, it sounds a lot like the book from Hitler. So the dad got the book somehow. I don't know how. And you can see the panic on the dad from the parents. They're like, what the fuck, Dad?
He needs to know where we come from.
He's like, he asked for it.
No, I'm not. What I was referring to, there was this clip that's like very old, like 90-something-year-old, like grandma.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday, it's like 100-something.
Okay.
And everyone gives her a shot glass and to like cheers. Instead of like cheers, she says, hail. Like, and I know.
She got flashbacks.
Yeah, that's exactly the caption. Like, grandma had a bit of a flashback, didn't she? No, but I went through. So the top of my mustache, like when it gets long, it makes my nose itch.
Okay.
So I went to cut it, and I think kind of like cut it too deep. So like when it was very obvious that I have like a full like bad. So I was like, fuck this shit, and I shaved. It's been a week, by the way. As we know, compared to like Faisal. By the way, Faisal's not here. It's not like has been like silently like. So yeah, guys, like, is it my turn? But yeah.
Do you want to explain your outfit today or the motivation
Bro,
behind it?
come on. I told you. I'm like, are you gonna make fun of me for it?
Okay, so for people who are not watching the episode, listening, first describe your outfit, then the motivation behind it.
It's not a motivation. So, for people who are not listening, like I'm wearing a t-shirt with a cardigan on top, but like the thing is, fuck, I'm so embarrassed. So I've been like, I get into like a zone of like, I like this, so I go like ham and watch like 50 things about it, like a certain person on a podcast, stuff like that. Go deep. I always been a big fan of Jason Statham. And a side note, there's a movie of Jason Statham, Death Race. Have you watched that one?
Yeah.
So there's a scene where he gets on the bar and he does pull-ups, right? I was a kid when I was watching that.
Yeah.
That's one of my first motivations of bodybuilding, by the way.
Okay,
Because I
get
was
back
like,
to your
damn,
outfit.
fuck if I'm trying to like. All right, so I watched the what was it? Beekeeper, and then Expendables 4 was not too long before that, and I just watched Wrath of Man. So he has a style. He wears a cardigan and a t-shirt, and I thought it looks really nice. I'm like, I'm gonna start doing that. Heads up, by the way, future episodes, you're gonna see me in a t-shirt and a cardigan. The weather is cold. It's a perfect opportunity.
It's nothing like it looks good. It's just when he told me the explanation behind it.
That wasn't expected. I know.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, is my camera recording? Oh, fuck.
so we drank a lot of coffee before the episode. Just
Yeah.
heads up. Yeah,
Cracked out of our minds.
yeah.
Okay.
Dude, today when I was driving, I don't know if it's gonna bring out the mood, but when I was driving, what? Are you still thinking about my outfit? What the fuck? I'm gonna take this off, man.
It looks fine. There's nothing wrong. It's just an explanation.
He looks good, man. He's a good-looking motherfucker. He has style. Like, I notice him. Like, you know, like, not to sound gay or anything, but like, the guy looks good.
Oh, fuck me.
He has a very nice
You
style.
know, from next week, I'm gonna arrange with Faisal. We're all gonna show up with cardigans just to make fun of you.
It's a good look, man.
Bro, it might suit you. Me and Faisal not gonna look good in that.
It might.
No, cardigan is not made for fat people, man.
You're not fat, man.
Yeah.
And Faze is losing weight, but knock on wood. He's doing good.
Man. Trust me, neither me or Faisal is gonna look good in a cardigan.
I mean, we'll see. Like,
I look like a substitute teacher.
you know, the ones that like have to button that part, and they're like, "Yo, like
halfway
this,
through the class, it shoots to your eye.
sir, I have a question." Knocks out.
Legit.
Oh,
You said about something today was annoying you.
it's not annoying. Like, I don't know if it's gonna bring down the mood, but like I saw something. Like,
Nothing's gonna bring down my mood, bro.
like you can just keep concentrating on this, but I'm not a cat person.
Okay.
Okay, I don't feel a lot of like, regardless. You know me, and you very much can relate to this. I don't really feel bad about a lot of things, but like even a dog, yes, I do feel bad about dogs, right? But
Did you kill a cat, Barney?
almost,
Okay.
but I think I should have actually.
Jesus.
Wait, let me elaborate before like immediately handcuffs. So I was driving, and I got on the bridge, and as I was driving it, I saw a kitten, like that's what the baby cats are, kitten, and it was on the middle of the road.
Did you really think I don't know what a kitten is?
No, I was asking if I'm saying it right. Actually, I'm the dumb one here. And it was a kitten in the middle of the road. And it wasn't dead. You know, like when there are like, sometimes like in the middle of highways and shit, you see like dead birds and dead cats because they want to like cross the fucking highway, so they die. So, but the kitten was alive and it was just like jumping like this. Like
trying to hit suicidal? Like
no, as in like on the ground, it's like giving out. Like it's just fucking like having a full on spaz out.
Okay.
And like, I feel like I should have driven over it to give it like a mercy kill.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying.
I thought about it later. Obviously, I avoided it.
Yeah.
Imagine I avoided and actually crush it in a way that like...
I've actually been in a situation that only way I could avoid hitting it was to aim my middle of the car to pass over it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
was alive. Like, there was no spazzing. It was running. So I was coming off the bridge.
That's good calculation, by the way. Because like,
No, honestly, I didn't have a lot of choice. Like, it was there. I was like, okay, fuck it. But I was coming off of a bridge into like Sheikh Zayed Road, main highway, and the car in front of me was like, we were really close. So after that car cleared, I saw a cat from underneath that car come out. It wasn't hit yet. So I was like, fuck. So I was just like hoping, I'm like, please don't move when I'm going over you.
I mean,
yeah, but thankfully it lived. Well, I don't know what happens after I left, but
for that moment of time that you were seeing it. But it just like stuck with me because it was just like, you know, like the whole movement of spazzing out in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I always feel like, legit, I was thinking, should I go back and kill it? Then I was like,
I actually did that to a bird a couple of years ago in my house.
Elaborate. Like,
no, so
comes back home, grabs the arrow and bow. Like, what? What the fuck?
Have I told you this?
No.
Okay, so I was having guests over, and they were like 5 minutes away. I go outside to turn the lights on in the backyard so they can like come to the door. I see this bird is like fucked up. Like both wings are hanging off the body. It's still alive, but like one eye is popping out of the socket. I was like, is it worth taking it to the vet? And I was looking at it like, it's gonna die in a couple of minutes. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot it with an arrow and put it out of his misery. But I didn't think that. So with arrows, you have two types of tips. You have practice tips and actual killing tips that have blades on it.
Yeah.
I don't have the blades ones here in UAE. I had it in the UK. I didn't think about it in the moment. I'm like, okay, there's guests coming. They can't see this at the door. Like, it's going to be bad.
I can already. Okay.
So I pulled the bow back and I shot it. It didn't die. It was just there with half a wing. Just like...
like pinned it to the ground so that
legit, yeah, it went. So I felt really bad. I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Like within seconds, I'm like, I gotta make it this poor animal is suffering. I was wearing Timberland boots, so you squished his head a little bit.
Yeah, that should have been your first thing to do. Not like stay there and let me go get my arrow and come back. Oh shit, it's not loading. Give me a second. Where's my axe? It's like do a throwing shot.
No, because before the arrow, it was like moving around a little bit, so I couldn't like.
Bro,
I'm not a curb stomping a bird out there. Like,
kick it, it'll die.
no, I don't think it would have died.
Kick it hard
Well,
enough.
my shoes are gonna get dirty. Okay.
It already did.
Well, I didn't know at the time.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
thought the arrow will do it. This bird was stubborn.
Did you say anything to the bird when you were like finishing it off with your boot? Like,
I was like, oh shit.
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay, not like.
And then I only had like a minute and a half before the guests arrived, so I had to grab a trash bag.
By the way, I don't know who were the guests. Was it our friends or was it family or what?
No, it was a female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know because I was thinking if it was our friends, I know punctuality wise, minute and a half is not a very like.
Okay, so the reality of the situation was, it was a girl I was hoping like something could happen, and I'm like, if she comes and sees a bird either dead or almost dead,
It's gonna kill the mood.
well, I mean, usually unless she's a psychopath. Like, so I had to think quick.
Bring the bird.
She legit came to the door. She's like, "Why are you sweating so much?" It was like, it's cleaning the backyard, digging the grave.
I was thinking,
No, put it in the trash can.
obviously, no. Put a cross on top.
Who is that? My grandfather.
He was a midget. That's why it's such a small grave.
I shot him with an arrow.
It didn't do the job, so I killed him with a boot.
I curb stomped him. My grandma in the corner clapping. Like, he has a lot of money.
Have you seen American History X?
No.
That movie you should definitely watch. That shit like actually got me like.
That's different than Malcolm X, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
it's about. Yeah, he
Malcolm
was
X
a
wasn't
neo-Nazi guy that like put a guy like the whole. That's how I learned how to do the curb stomp thing. That the guy opens his mouth, put like bites the side pavement, the curb, and the guy like with his boot kicks him in the head.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it. That was my intro. I was like, this is fascinating. Like, I'm actually interested.
I was watching a show on Netflix yesterday. I forgot the name, but who was in it? Did you watch the O.J. Simpson documentary? Trial?
No.
Okay, never mind. Well, anyways, it opens up with a guy killing 4 priests in a like very gruesome fashion, and one of them was he grabbed the guy's head, started smacking him in the toilet seat till this part of his head was missing. Well, it wasn't missing; it was smashed into his brain.
Like, either fallen off or pushed in.
It's a weird series. I'll find the name, but like I don't know what period of time it's meant to be in, and it's not super realistic. But like, if you were a lesbian back then, the treatment was they would put you in a 60-degree hot bath till your skin is almost burnt, and then dump you in a cold tub, like full of ice, and keep doing it to beat the lesbianism out of you.
What kind of Scientologist
I don't know.
kind of shit did that came up with that?
I don't know, but they were showing how to. What is that? Lobotomy? Is that the thing? They drill your head with a.
Yes.
Yeah, they showed it. It was.
What is the series?
I'll find the name, but it was rough to watch, man. Even for me, like, I wasn't expecting it. I thought it's like a cute little murder show type of shit.
Is that the one with the alienness, something like that?
No, it's
The
called,
one with the dead babies?
Wait, hold on. Sorry. It's called Ratchet.
Ratchet.
Yeah.
All right. We'll check it out.
It's a weird show.
I bet.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about? Because all I heard was like.
So the thing is gonna spoil it a little bit if I say it, but fuck it, spoiler. This guy kills 4 priests and they put him in a mental hospital till the head doctor sees if the guy's clear to go to court or if he's gonna stay in the mental hospital. And his sister is gonna come and pretend to be a nurse to break him out. And then shit happens around it.
All right.
Yeah, like they left the guy in the hot tub and they cranked it all the way up. so his skin was all like
Mushy and falling off.
not mushy. It was more crispy
Does it
with
become?
blood. I don't know what method of cooking they were using, but it looked fascinating. Yeah, watch it.
It's called Human Benedict. Like, it's kind of cooked.
Human fried chicken. Yeah.
But so before we move into I was gonna bring up actually.
Title of this episode: Barry has a stroke.
Like, no, because I was gonna bring up something that I told you. Like, anyways, I'll get to it. I'm having another stroke. Take a shot every time I have a stroke. Everyone's like, "Fucked
They'll
up."
have a stroke too.
Remember last episode we were talking about what's the most disgusting thing you've eaten?
Yeah.
Like, so yesterday it was Valentine's Day, and we went to this restaurant and they had a set menu.
Okay.
So let's just bring whatever. And they brought oysters.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
And I don't know if so
Yeah. No.
here's the thing, man. I've had oysters twice in my life.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the second time. The first time I had it, it was horrible, but Nat told me that she's gonna have it if I like it. If I don't like it, she's not gonna have any.
She's never had it before.
She's never had it before. This is the first time we're talking about. So obviously,
You're gonna pretend like
I pretended that it was good. Like, when she had it, and she showed that it was a hard, like, because I didn't want her to not try something.
Sure.
No, it's on a serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, because it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But like, but at the same time, why would you not try something just for the sake of like my dislike of it? So I pretended it was nice. Then I didn't know how to fucking eat an oyster. Apparently, you're not supposed to chew, which I did. So
Straight swallow?
What?
You got swallowed, right?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Not like inhale, like, choke on it, like pretty much like, and then it goes down.
Yeah.
But I chewed on it. The texture just hit me way too hard. Yesterday, they had this nice sauce that, like, I tried it. I was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to try it again. Your palate changes from time to time. Wasn't that bad. And then there were 4. Then Nat was like, I'm not fucking having it. I know I don't like it. I was like, come on. It's nice. I had a second one. Then I was like, nah, I'm serious. It's not that bad. The sauce makes it actually good. And I'm totally serious. The sauce that was added, basically it has no taste. I don't know what the fuck is the point of having that shit. Like, is it good protein or something? Like, I don't know.
I think it's just like fancy, like it's expensive, but also there's like sexuality related to it. Like it strengthens your sexuality. Makes you horny, man.
Well, and the sauce and everything basically has no taste. It's actually it feels like phlegm.
I was gonna say legit. The only time I had it, it felt like someone else's cold phlegm.
2 reasons I had it yesterday. Like, but
Accurate though.
Yeah, pretty accurate. So I had it the second one. Nat was not giving in. I was like, Nat, there are 2 left. I'm gonna have the third one. Just have it with me. Like, try it. Like, let's
Live life.
Exactly. Like, I got to that. I'm like, live your life, man. Like, just do it. She's like, fuck it, I'll do it. I was like, all right, cool. I was so concentrated on seeing Nat's reaction that when I slid into my mouth, I saw her horrified reaction because obviously she still doesn't like it. I forgot, like, when you're taking a really big pill and your body just like, we don't know how to fucking swallow. That's exactly what happened to me. And I was like, it's stuck in the back of my throat. And I'm like, and I was like pretending that I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Bro, I was like, I don't know what to do. And I, like, the sauce, everything I put in already went down. So it was literally a fucking lifeless phlegm sitting in the back of my throat. I'm like, and I was in the back of my head, I'm like, buddy, just like,
who's gonna carry the boats?
We can do this. Like, how do you swallow water? Like, think you're drinking water and it goes down. Bro, it was bad. I thought now, I'm like, yeah.
That's legit how it was the first time I smoked docha.
Yeah.
You remember?
Tell people what docha is. So.
Actually, you're probably better at explaining what it is.
Which I think I've had already. Okay, to viewers who don't know, docha is basically a form of tobacco, like nicotine, that people in our in this country and like the Middle Eastern countries smoke. It had like it's a pipe which is called the medwach, and you put the docha in and you smoke it.
Yeah.
It's
formal tobacco.
It's a form of tobacco. It's really strong nicotine. So like the reason it's called docha is called because it's like buzzed. Like you get a buzz from it. Like you
Get a head rush for a few seconds.
because nicotine is so strong it cuts off the oxygen for a second.
Oh shit!
And
I didn't know that.
And then it goes up, and because of the rush of the oxygen, like the oxygen to your head, that's where the spin and the docha buzz comes from.
Well, first time I did it, I didn't used to smoke anything. No shisha, no cigarettes, no vape, nothing.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. I took a hit, and everyone was like, oh, hold it in, hold it in, hold it in. Legit, after 5 seconds, I was like, oh shit, I forgot how to breathe. How do you breathe? How do you breathe? How do you breathe? It's just like going purple and shit.
Bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I think you were.
No, I think I wasn't. You I mean, let's not
I
mention
remember
names,
someone said they almost called the ambulance because how purple I was.
and I think you were with like Robin, William, and everyone. I think I wasn't there that day. But the same thing happened to me, by the way. I wanted to smoke, like I wanted to try it. We were very young, and I smoked it. And because I didn't smoke before that, I love how we're talking about these stories that we didn't used to smoke. It's my first time. We're both like hardcore smokers now, which is a very different thing, by the way, to like normal like vape, like But if you watch other people's podcasts, like even if they are smokers, like you see a cigar, maybe someone smoking. Like unless Chappelle or Ron White is at a podcast, you don't see anyone smoking really.
We're changing the game.
So I didn't know that, like how like smoking. I didn't know how it works, but I know how breathing works. My dumbass, for some reason, I didn't inhale. I swallowed the smoke, so I choked on it, but it went down.
Yeah.
I fell on the ground for like 10 minutes. Our very own still best friends left me in the parking lot because we're underage and smoking, so we're gonna leave now. I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck it, you're gonna die.
Best buzz of my life. I was buzzed for 10 minutes. Like I was like, that nicotine rush, 10 minutes. I was addicted since then. But
you think that's how girls feel when they have Drake's dick in their mouth? Cuts off the oxygen. Do you see that thing?
I
didn't know how to bring it up.
I was like, what the fuck, man?
It's been on my mind, man. That's a big dick.
Dude, you send me the video.
I don't know. We can't put the video on this.
No, definitely don't. Please. Like, I know the monetization and like the YouTube regulations.
Drake's dick is impressive. As two straight men, it's very impressive.
Honestly, man, good shit, man. Respect. I think there was, fuck. I hate that sometimes I don't know and I don't can't be bothered to look into it more. But there was this podcaster that apparently has like the shittiest attitude, is famous for nothing kind of a podcaster. There's a woman. There was she sits in her bed and someone sits in the bed with her and they do the podcast and some shit like that.
It's a blonde little lady. I know who you're talking about. That's her gimmick though. Like her actual personality in interviews that are not her podcast is not that. Is her gimmick on the podcast is, oh, I don't know who you are and I don't give a shit type of shit.
Okay, not fun as a podcast. Because let's be honest, even myself, I admit for our own podcast, when our energy and like our tonality is low.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode we're fucking caffeined up like a motherfucker.
Last episode we felt like we didn't bring it.
Yeah. So last episode, for example, not to shit on our own selves, but
shit on it, man.
You got to be honest. Yeah. Last episode, I felt even for myself, my energy was low, right? So the second you're low energy, people who are listening to you are not as engaged. Like, why would anyone spend their time listening to someone who's gonna bring down their energy?
Because her guests are really big.
Yeah, but
I don't
know. Anyway,
who are we to criticize? Like,
I myself personally would never listen to it because of that.
But you don't care about Drake,
No, but I mean, nice dick, man. but what am I?
But it's not nice dick. Nice dick.
It's like fucking like nice, man. I don't want to drink from it. I was about to drink water.
Come on, man. I bet it's tasty. Before there were stories how Drake puts Tabasco in his condom after he comes, so girls can't. Like, now I get it. Who doesn't want their son to have that dick, man?
I was gonna say something. I don't think I should. Don't you think that most people of African American ethnicity would?
Have a dick like that?
That's what it's not like. There was this stories of, I don't know if they're accurate or not. They're just saying stories, not like
I mean, it's a compliment either way.
Yeah, it's a compliment. But I'm saying like there were these stories that back then when slavery and everything was happening, like the slave owners would say that like you either would choose if I cut off your dick or your leg, and some would choose their leg because the white men were so jealous of
their dicks.
the slaves' dicks.
I haven't heard this one.
I mean, there are stories of like this slave owner being like pissed off because his daughter was being like fucking gangbanged by the slaves, like full on. There are these stories.
That's the best revenge, I imagine. Like if I was a slave, to get back to the slave master, fuck his daughter, or his wife. Yeah, that's what
no. But the weirdest ones are the fact that like the slave owner was fucking the woman's like female slaves and having babies with them and shit like that.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
that's fucked up, man.
I don't think she was up for it, you know.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. That's so fucked up.
That was a stupid thing to say, man.
Yeah, I thought that she's volunteering to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a white man's baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's not like they got special treatment, man. It's called slavery, not vacation. Like,
Jesus.
What the fuck?
How did you
Why did you ask that question?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on. No, anyways, but like I thought that like all of them would have, you know.
That was so stupid.
I know. How did I? No, because
please don't. Just take.
I thought at some cases they would marry. You know, I thought like, how would I know? Like, fuck,
this is how you can tell you're a good-hearted man. We're like, hey, he must have liked her. He married the slave.
I'm sure there was one out of all of them
that married the slave. I
don't know, like Django Unchained. The white guy really liked the Jamie Foxx. You never know. By the way, just letting you know.
Yeah, we don't.
I recognize that was a stupid question, but let me say it like this: if someone asks this question, it's not a good-hearted question because you think about it innocently. It's just stupid because I didn't think it through properly.
Yeah, clearly,
you know, however nice you are, there's a part that you're just being ignorant about, like what the reality of the situation is.
That's fine.
Anyways, moving on from that, and so the woman with the shitty podcast. Can I find her name?
I'll figure it out.
You get the name. So basically, apparently there was a post that came out like pretty much a day after that she divorced her husband or broke up her engagement, and apparently there were beefs between her and Drake, like following and unfollowing each other and shit like that.
It's a woman that interviewed Drake in bed, right? Is that the one you're talking about? Bobby Althoff?
Yes. There's a Bobby in there. There's a B.
Is that?
Yeah, bro.
Is that the setting?
I guess.
Okay, so say that again. Her husband left her?
No. She broke up with her husband 3 days after that video of Drake came out. And there was a beef story between her and Drake. So there were like these comments like she really saw that video and was like, I'm down to do another episode. Like,
shit. Yeah. I don't think she can take. She doesn't look like she has the
depth.
Yeah. I was looking for the word.
I think that would be it. Yeah. Depth. Shit. But
good for Drake.
Yeah.
I never got the energy from him, but mashallah. Let's move on, man. This sounds super gay.
Yeah, but now I don't know how long we've been talking about Drake's dick and shit like
Definitely gonna be on the
thumbnail. Please don't, man. We're not doing a thumbnail pose of like, fuck, you're gonna use it, aren't you? Anyways, what I was gonna talk to you about. There is this billionaire apparently. Okay. His name is Peter. Don't know the last name. I'll find it shortly when you start talking. He wants to bankroll a whole thing called Olympics on steroids. which is
No
that
testing.
Imagine, I think I didn't read too much into it because I was like, let's make it more fun with like coming up with our own thoughts than like what is it like, full on going through or not, because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna, because it's so unsafe. He's gonna bankroll an Olympics event where athletes can take whatever drugs they want without testing and compete.
Shit.
Now, think about Usain Bolt
on everything,
on fucking all those, like, max amount of steroid dosage and cocaine and meth.
I don't know if cocaine is gonna help a foot race.
How would it not?
I don't think you're gonna be very concerned about your technique and everything.
I think in a 100-meter dash, there's not a lot of technique. You just gotta run a straight line.
Honestly, I'll focus more on the steroids than crack.
No, do the full dosage of steroids that's legal. Like, you're like
crack.
Just fucking do a line.
It's Sunday. Let's go. Man, that would be dope. Imagine, like, you know how the runners get in position?
Yeah.
As they're there, they bring a tray of Coke. Everyone takes, like...
No, as they're in position, their butt's out, so you just do, like, a shot of testosterone to everyone.
Into the ass. That would be dope, I think, for some sports.
That would be for every sport, bro. Think about it.
Yeah.
Imagine there are some that take downer drugs. like, bro, like, I'm not made down for it.
Drowns in the swimming pool.
Michael Phelps is just like
swimming sideways at the pool.
He took acid. Is actually going the other way.
No, honestly, because I don't watch baseball. I don't know anything about baseball. Or from every American podcast I've seen that they talk about baseball, everyone says baseball died after they started testing everyone for steroids and everything. Like,
and cocaine.
Well, I don't know what else they tested for, but apparently back in the day when baseball was like one of the major American sports, which still is, I guess, but
it is.
It's not as big as before. It was before they started testing everyone. Like, everyone was just running around crazy and throwing balls like crazy speeds and techniques and everything. So it makes sense. Like, I think for sports that are not like physical contact, it's fine.
Yeah, no, but like, I don't know.
But like,
what's your definition of sport? But you don't really go to a chess match and do
no. But
steroids.
I mean, like, if you're doing like boxing on like fucking crack and like
bro,
steroids and GHB and everything.
That's
like,
what I'm talking about.
Bro, that's real brain damage. Like,
bro,
every 4 years
you're getting brain damage if you're doing those drugs together, man. Like,
no, it's like every 4 years there's no repeat athletes. Every 4 years there's new people. Like, your lifetime is one Olympics. Like, automatically
I've trained
Hall of Fame.
35 years to do this once.
One event.
That's all you know how, like, I don't know, like 100 years ago, the average lifespan was like 50 something.
Yeah.
And like just a couple of years ago, it was like 80 something, 84, sure. 85.
Yeah.
After this thing comes in, the lifespan is going to go back to like 40. It's like
4.
Like, 4?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Well, people get. You don't remember that bodybuilder that he started injecting his son from a young age? And the kid's picture, like, this was like maybe 10 years ago or something. The kid's pictures started going viral. It was like a fucking 11-year-old jacked in a bodybuilding like poses and shit. No body fat, 6-pack abs and everything. So it turned out his dad was like putting him on drugs and training him like he's fucking Phil Heath from like when he was 5. And then by the time he reached like 15, he was like, "Fuck this! I think he's fat now and doesn't give a shit about his body." But
yeah, if you quit steroids if you're taking steroids from 5 to 15 and you quit steroids, there's not much out there for you, man.
No, but that's what
there's no chance of procreation. That's only for sure. You're like done for.
Yeah.
Damn.
But people do that. Like, people who are very obsessed with their kids' future. You see that like American culture with like pageants, I think it's called. And they dress up their kids and like, I think it's inappropriate, but like the parents really get into it, or like with their kids' sports from a young age, they get really into it.
I think they do it for the money, man. Like, I
think they do it for the attention. I think they live through their kids'
attention.
With the attention.
There was, what movie was there? There was a movie series, whatever, that like the mom was so obsessed with her kids' like life and winning the pageant and shit like that like
ruins the kids.
Yeah, but dude, I'm just like so hooked on this idea. I really want to watch it. Imagine just think of any sports, and we can talk about like what kind of drugs they can take and what can be the outcome. You know, like
every sport, like everything.
like
Why waste it? You know,
like javelin throws. Imagine the dude's like so hooked, he throws it and lands in the audience. So like whoever can get a shish kebab, meaning that you got to score 6 people, you got it.
You know what? The thing is, I feel like it's gonna kill actual Olympics in terms of viewership. Because which one's more fun to watch? Because I guarantee you they're gonna break all the records.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so then why the fuck you watching?
Yeah, but it wouldn't count. Like in a way that like even in terms of Guinness record, right? Like it would be an additional factor. It won't be under the same category. It's not like they're gonna beat Michael Phelps. Like Michael Phelps was still competing in his own
category or Olympics or whatever,
Yeah.
right? No, but in terms of, I get it in terms of like
in terms of
records.
entertainment.
Yeah.
1000%. Baseball, if they could all take steroids and do cocaine, let's say, right? 100%. If there's a match that involves that and there's a match that doesn't
all
involve,
natural, yeah.
yeah, of course everyone's gonna go
Yeah,
that
but like
way.
Olympics and all of that, the only way they make money is from sponsorships, and they only have sponsors because they have viewership. But everyone goes and watches this bunch of hulks,
Yeah, true,
you know.
true.
Well, I don't know what they can do to stop it.
I think it's a nice fantasy, but I really doubt it'll
Only
be
with
allowed.
MMA, there is a UFC test very strictly for drugs.
Yeah,
Other organizations don't. So you see like a guy from his like when he was 25 till he was like 35, 40, he was fighting in the UFC. You can see the decline of his career as he grows older. UFC cuts him. They go to a different organization. They're back to being how they were in their 30s because they're just like on everything. And everyone knows it. And it's fun to watch.
it's good, man.
Yeah. It's very entertaining. Not for the guy. He's going to die soon, probably.
Yeah,
But I get it. Like, why not? Like basketball. Like, imagine like all the top players, like Jordan, all of them, if this would prolong their careers for like 5-10 years.
yeah, but I think there is a difference here. I believe so. That like, for example, there are certain sports like basketball that doesn't matter how much steroids you take, right? There's a certain talent that it doesn't matter. Like for example, Jordan,
Yeah.
like he could close his eyes and he'll shoot the shot.
Oh,
and say,
100%.
Steph Curry, I watched this guy's highlights,
Yeah.
like full on just for entertainment. Other than the fucking car wash videos that you got me hooked on, we'll get
talk
into that in a
about
bit. Like I watched his highlights because the guy just like it's crazy the shit he does, you know, and
Oh,
that's
100%.
pure talent.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Like if I take steroids,
yeah, you're never going to get that.
I'm never
That's not my point. I'm saying all the guys in the NBA, for example, right?
oh, if
They're
you hit
very
40,
talented.
you're gonna retire at one
Yeah,
point.
so
But
it
if you take
prolongs.
steroids,
Yeah, so even like LeBron, I think this report came out like 2 years ago or something. He spends like, I don't know, some outrageous, like $2 million a year on just recovery.
yeah.
So if you're spending that much, he's doing that to prolong his career, obviously. And he's very talented. He's like top 3 all time or some shit. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. But if you can prolong that career even for 3 years, 4 years, makes sense. And it's not hurting anyone.
Yeah, but like, yes, this scenario 100% like possible.
Yeah.
But you can also take another route as well. Because why would you continue? Because or you can like say like, you know, at the peak,
Yeah.
like you know, go out all good and do like what Shaq did, like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Very talented basketball player,
course.
freak of a fucking nature because of his height and like the way he is. The guy is a great businessman.
Yeah.
Like he's in everything, fucking commercials, shows, all these stuff.
Yeah.
And it's because he did it in the right way. Like, you know, like these people.
Yeah, but like when you're talking about like athletes in general, especially the top tier, first thing on their mind is competition. Like that's
yes,
the reason they do it.
But no matter how much steroid you take, again, we're just talking about basketball. Like in theory, this we're taking the scenario of like the sport of basketball, right? If you're 40 and you're taking steroids and you're great, still that really that 20-year-old that's also really good, 40-year-old on steroid cannot beat the 20-year-old.
Yeah,
you know, your body still you're fueling up like putting like, you know, I don't know, nitro on a supercar, but 2005 Ford GT compared to.
It's a very complex example.
I watched the car washer for Ford GT today compared to the 2019 Ford GT.
You want to talk about the car wash shit?
I'm not gonna get into it because it's not that interesting.
Basically,
like for other
I'm
people.
slowly turning Bardi into me. Every month or so, I'll throw a video at him that I like, and he goes down like.
We like the same things. Like you can you ever have the same conversation of the shit you like with other people?
No, they don't
no.
get it.
That's the thing. You know that I like this
it
shit.
It started with like gun restoration, like getting rust off metal, basically.
Fuck, man, Jesus.
Then it went to like woodworking. Then it went to like CGI and like
stunt.
Yeah, like there's this channel called Corridor Crew that they bring all the famous stuntmen from like different movies, Marvel movies and everything, and they break down the scenes that they do stunts in. And then recently, he messaged me about something. He's like, "Bro, I've been like spending 2 hours watching people just washing cars and detailing cars." I was like, check out this channel.
No, wait, by the way, that guy still really good.
Yeah.
The guy that I was watching. He's not on YouTube and stuff.
Okay.
He's just this Asian dude in the States. And but he doesn't take like cars. Like I'm not talking about like Lambo, Ferrari that was like from 1960s and shit like that. He takes like a dude who just like wrecked his car.
Yeah.
And he full on cleans it. But like the people who are just irresponsible is very different than a car that's been sitting in a garage for 20 years. But damn,
so
man.
this channel I sent him is called Ammo NYC, I think.
Ammo NYC,
Yeah. So this guy goes and
check them out. But
fucking. He finds like cars that have been sitting in like a barn for like 50 years and just like goes through everything. There's like rat shit in there and like fucking beehives and everything.
Only time I get to
disgusted.
No, I mean here. Okay. Another stroke coming. So for me, for example, like I allocate the time that I give myself to like watch a TV show or like a video or whatever, and that only happens like I give that time for me is when I'm having breakfast in the morning, like before go get to the office and stuff, because I usually like my phone, my WhatsApp, that's it, and phone calls. So when I'm having breakfast, is not the best when the guy is like in detail talking about, so as you can see, this line is all the rat shit that's going on and the urine is splashing on my face, so I need to wear this mask so like less goes into my mouth, and I'm just like taking a bite out of my eggs. I'm like you know, but it's fascinating. I love it.
I'm glad I got you hooked on it.
Yeah.
Yo, have you seen this?
By the way, can I say something? Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Everything we've talked about in terms of this YouTube thing, the person on right now on the podcast, in terms of the woodwork thing, like the tables, what is it called?
Which one?
Like the thing about the table, like the shit they pour. And,
epoxy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. The car detailing.
Yeah, you want to do it.
Bro, every time I'm thinking about it, I'm like, Kurosh, this is a great business idea. We can just get the material and just do a couple of them. And it's nice. Another one, by the way, I don't know if you're going to be hooked on this one. What? It's called SB Mowing.
I've seen it already.
Bro, this guy just goes to like people's houses and just fucking like cleans them out. It's so nice.
For free.
For free. Yeah. But like the YouTube channel is like popping, and the reels and the TikTok.
You can't do that here though.
Yeah, of course they're going to kick you out and call the police. Like,
no, also we don't have here like
this shit because like, the gardeners like are like you know. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
What was I gonna say? Have you seen this new Apple shit? I don't know what it's called, VR glasses or
Apple Vision Pro.
Have you seen like people getting pulled over? Like I saw a guy in a Tesla wearing that. Not like the car was driving itself. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It's going mad. I don't know what it does. I haven't really looked into it. Have you? Do you know what it is?
Okay, so I know some. First of all, the Tesla thing is very different. Tesla in the States very different than Teslas here. So Teslas in the States are more independent, as in like the car is more upgraded to drive by itself.
They don't do that here?
They don't do it as much here. Like you need to have, like at least you have to have I'm pretty sure in the States it's the same thing. You have to have one hand on the steering wheel. So it shows that like you are still paying attention. Okay. Or like alarm goes over something. I don't have a Tesla, so I'm just telling you from what I've read.
3, 2.
No, and also like it doesn't do the full driving like here.
Yeah, it assists you.
In the States is more the car than you. Like the percentage is more like
It stays. I've seen videos of it full like.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. But it doesn't happen as much here. So that's why the guy was like full on wearing it. My personal thought about this is that like as much as it's dope and 100% if someone gives it to me, I'm like dope, like nice gift. It's fucking $3,500 by the way. And oh, by the way, it's $3,500. It does not have find my iPhone kind of a thing, find my device.
Okay.
Like you know how like your phone, laptop,
every Apple product has it.
Yeah, that one doesn't. And you're full on walking like in the streets of New York. People are walking around with an Apple Pro, $3,500,
and they can just snatch it off your head.
They can full on rob you, man.
Can you put an AirTag on it somewhere? I guess. Well, I guess
AirTag's not very hidden. Like it's not very like sleek kind of a shit. You can just be like, all right, cool. Like, thanks, bro. Thanks for the extra shit.
Like cherry on top, 3,500 and a
free tag.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, but that's one. But two, also, man, like,
what does it do? Is it like a VR goggle?
It's a I think it's a VR goggle, but it's basically a phone.
Oh, so you can see your phone and shit on there.
Basically, you have all the apps and you can type. I
with
think
your eyes.
Yes, I think so because it has no. You can recognize your hand. So you've seen probably people's videos.
The only
just
thing
doing,
I
like,
saw was
retarded shit.
It was like a review, like a short, and it was like if you have like a Mac computer, you can virtually add like 2 other screens, so you don't have to buy like 3 computers. You can just like how like stock traders have like a bunch of different screens. You can do that with it. That's the only thing I know about it.
It's cool. It's definitely cool.
$3,500.
Yeah, it's too expensive, and at the same time,
version.
And at the same time, man, like Nat is watching this TV show on Netflix called Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Yeah, so it's an old one.
Yeah.
Right? It's nice, like obviously girly and stuff, but at the same time, it's such a heart, like cozy vibe, warm vibe, and shit like that.
Gay.
Kind of. But no, not bad though. Like sometimes when I'm like at home, I'm
happy.
like, so how is that? Like,
gay as in happy, not
sure.
Sucking cock.
Rainbows. Like, when I watch those shows, what makes me sad, 100%, our generation is for sure going towards the technology shit. Like, I'm obsessed, and I'm most probably gonna buy the new Samsung phones. I'm gonna make the switch from iPhone to Samsung.
Don't do it, man.
Dude, have you seen the AI Samsung phones?
I haven't, but I've done that before. It's not a good switch.
I'm so prone to doing it, man. Like I feel like there's no reason for me to have an iPhone.
So what does the new Samsung do?
It has an AI on it. So for like right now, not all languages are like installed in it. But for example, I can because of my work, sometimes I talk people from China, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, people from China, because of the population, how much they depend on themselves, they don't really need to learn that much English.
True.
If I have that phone, they can talk to me in Mandarin, and real time, I'll be hearing English.
No fuck. On an actual phone call, not a voice.
On a phone call. And I'll be talking to them in English, and in real time, they will be hearing Mandarin. I can put the phone here.
Can you pick your accent?
What?
Can you pick your accent? Like,
not Morgan Freeman kind of an accent, but like,
why would you pick Morgan Freeman for Chinese? I meant like dialects, like different dialects from. Like,
I'm sure. I'm pretty
Morgan
sure.
Freeman.
I don't know. Like you know how like Waze like this.
Ching chong.
You know.
Oh, you dumbass.
But no, because when Waze was like a navigation app. I don't know if people in the States are familiar with
Google
it.
Maps.
Like it's like Google Maps. When that came out, it had the option of changing the voice of the person telling you the directions to like different voices, like Morgan Freeman.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and like who was the guy?
You talk so slow though, I'll miss the exit.
You should turn right before.
Yeah.
No, but who's the guy from like who owns Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC?
The Colonel?
Colonel. You could even put that voice, like shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that. But it's just you can see an article and in real time tap on it, and it'll give you like script notes of like the article itself. It has so many different things that it does. It's just really cool, you know.
Yeah.
And iPhone always, nothing is upgraded.
I know. I've said the same thing, but it's just the operating system is.
I'm gonna try. I might do it. I might again because I have an old iPhone.
Yeah,
And I can always have two phones because
that's true.
I can have an iPhone and that. Uh, what was I talking about? Oh, so sorry. Our generation, Jesus, that coffee. Our generation is
Strong
for
shit.
sure is the one that's gonna go through one of the biggest changes there is with the AI itself. Because like talking to anyone from previous generations, they always talk about like, oh, so when like computers came in and everything, like they made a big change and we're worried about this. So like our generation went through that. So you guys are going through something similar. But no, because for example, when computers came, yes, it took some jobs. But in order for that computer to be made, it created more jobs to create those parts of the computer or the robotics that are replacing those other jobs. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
So, but for the AI, no. AI can take multiple jobs at once and at the same time
not create anything.
doesn't need anyone to create it. And when it starts thinking for itself, it can create everything. The robotic system will take over it. Done, everything good, So our generation is the one that's going through one of the biggest changes. It will be going through one of the biggest changes, and any generation after us. And long story fucking short, from
We're
this,
fucked.
yeah, we're fucked. No, but long story short, when Nat watches, sorry, this is how everything works in my head. So, Gilmore Girls, when I watched that
I do
one,
not want to be in your head.
I know.
Sounds so hectic.
By the way, I'm very calm today. So, when Nat watches Gilmore Girls, I really recognize like what I really like. It highlights for me is that like they can just sit and they can take walks. If they want to talk to someone, their phone is used to have a phone call. I don't even know if they have one. I don't watch the show, but just it's they're in that era.
I imagine they have a
So
phone.
yeah,
Probably.
But so that's it. A cell phone is for texting, maybe mostly for fucking phone calls. Because if you want to text, you gotta like hit like 1-3 times to get like see and like catch you later. It's gonna be like fucking pain in the ass. So when I see that, everyone's so much more connected and like so involved together and everything. And you've said this so many episodes ago is that like the point of humanity is that the more united and more like togetherness there is, what's the fucking word for it?
Sure, yeah.
Dependent you are on one another and more close you are, the stronger you are.
Yeah.
But all this shit that's coming out, like that fucking Apple Pro, like before, at least when you have like, yes, we're always on. You sit at a fucking table, everyone's on their fucking phones, right?
Yeah.
But at least at one point you're gonna do this. When you have that fucking goggle as a constant thing on your head, how much more separated are we gonna be?
I mean, I don't know if it's capable of this or not, but if it reaches to the point that, let's say you at your house, me at my house, and Faizan at his, we all have it on, you can just pick like a virtual room and it scans our faces and it shows we're sitting here.
100% will do it.
Then we
Not yet, but 100% will do
at some point.
Because that goes a bit into like the CGI and everything like that, putting it like, the hologram shit of like,
but at that point, like,
sorry.
Is that counted as spending time together or not? Like
You're spending time together, but
I don't know if your brain processes it as if we are like this or not.
Yeah, but you lack the human touch, for example. Like
what if you can wear like goggles that recreates like the feeling of it?
I gave you that idea.
Did
remember?
you?
Yeah, remember? I told you that like we're fucked the second they create gloves so when I hold this object, there are 3 things that are happening. One, there's resistance of a solid object against my grip, so therefore I can't grip harder, right? And at the same time, there's the cold feel of the object itself and the texture feel, right? So if there are sensor objects that are inwards and outwards, that stops my hand from going any further,
recreates the whole situation.
The grip, and at the same time, the sensor inside are the ones that can send the signals that I'm holding is cold steel object.
Yeah.
Done.
But at that point,
imagine video. I gave you the idea for video games. I was like, imagine you go to a video game, you grab an axe, and you actually are grabbing an axe and you're doing the
but at
action.
that point, I wonder if you'll be completely separated from
Yeah, you
from
will.
this, or is it identical to the, like, how would your brain process it?
Our brain
Yeah.
will definitely differentiate because we've had the experience of that. But think about it
No, but
20
like,
years later from now.
if it's reached a point that it's super realistic, you can't tell the difference between that and real life, and it's giving you the exact feeling of everything.
Okay.
Wouldn't you just process it the same way as if it was happening like it does now?
I don't know, man. Like,
Or at least, like, maybe for us it would be weird, but the generation that's
that's
born
what I'm
with
saying.
it.
For us, it will be weird.
Wasn't there a movie like this?
Black Mirror, man.
No, Black Mirror. There was an episode definitely like with a game. Are you talking about that one?
I was talking about, but anyway, there are
There was
multiple
a-
Black Mirror episodes that are
Have you watched all Black Mirror episodes?
not yet.
There's an episode there.
The game one?
Yeah, they start fucking and shit.
What?
Do you know? Okay, so spoiler again. I don't know what season, what episode this is, but I don't remember if it was a pill or like an eye drop or something. That, let's say you do it, and then you get taken into the game. So this guy, let's say you and I are friends, right?
Okay.
We get separated for like 10 years. You get married. I'm not married. I'm living the bachelor life. We don't see each other much. For your birthday, I bring this thing so we can play this Taken style game. But basically, once you activate this device, you're fully immersed into the character and you feel, you move around, it's fully immersive.
But what is happening to you in real life, though?
You're sitting on the couch.
Oh, so it's all
Yeah, it's
creation
all-
of the subconscious,
Yeah,
I guess.
basically.
Okay.
You're fully immersed. So these two guys start with a game. One of them picks a male character, one of them picks a female character. They start like punching around and shit. And then, just like a Pornhub thing, it goes from being MMA to they start making out and fucking and shit. And they're like, oh my God, that was the best feeling of my life. But I can't do this. I'm married. I'm not gay. Like, what? Is this gay? Is this not gay? So it keeps happening. They get addicted. And then the guy puts it aside. The married guy is like, okay, my marriage is falling apart. Like, I need to get my shit together. Then, how did it end? They were like, fuck it, we need to meet in real life and see if we're actually gay or is it just in the game type of thing? Because both of them are like, I can't stop thinking about it. The bachelor guy, like, in real life, he was sleeping with loads of women, but wasn't feeling the same. Like, the connection wasn't there because they were friends for so long.
Which one was the woman?
I think it was the married guy. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly.
Why did they choose a woman?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. And then they meet up in real life. I think they kissed. I'm like, oh no, fuck this. Like, we're not gay. And then the episode ends with, also as the marriage is falling apart, obviously they're having arguments and everything. The girl, the wife goes to a bar. A guy hits on her, but she doesn't do anything. So it ends with they make a deal, the husband and wife, that once a year she can go on a date and fuck whoever she wants. And the guy once a year can play this game and fuck his best friend in the game. It was so fucked up.
This is really fucked up.
Oh, it's Black Mirror, so
Yeah, I know, but like, might as well end your marriage. What the fuck? If the guy's addicted to it, that means that every single day of the year, he is looking forward to that one day that he gets the hookup for his addiction. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I can only smoke one day of the year. Guess what I'm doing the other 364 days of the year? Thinking about that one day, how many I'm gonna smoke. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah.
but anyways, the Apple Pro. Welcome to my head, by the way.
So we're gonna be fucking in a few years.
No, bro, no. Jesus.
It's not gay, man. They said it. It's on Netflix, documented.
If you see it on Netflix, it's true.
100%, yeah.
No, but the Apple Pro thing, man, I feel like it really is like pushing everyone. It's cool. It's really cool. Like, I'm saying, like,
Not for $3,500.
no. Again, I'm not saying I want to buy it, right? I told you, even if someone gifts it to me, I'm down to try it, right? And shit like that.
I'll
But
sell it. Honestly. It's $3,500.
that's a lot of money, by the way.
You're not gonna miss something you never tried.
I have tried the VR goggles, and it's really cool. And
Like a
actually,
high-tech one.
yeah. And what actually got me like, so some people, like, when they have the VR thing, they're trying different games and stuff, right? And they do like, oh, if I do this, I'm climbing up a mountain and shit like that. But you're not really doing much, right? There's a option that you can do the VR and you actually in different different places. Like one of them was like you're in a rave, you know,
Okay.
like you're around thousands of people and you're actually seeing the set live of like full on rave and everything
Wait,
like
is
that.
it like a pre-recorded thing, or
Yeah,
you
it's
join the actual?
No,
Like,
it's pre-recorded,
Okay.
which I got the idea of actually. How about you set up cameras in like stadiums?
I think they've talked about that before.
Yeah, I've saw. Apparently, someone was already doing it, so
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Well, since we're not at the tip of this field, makes sense that.
No, you can always do any business that you like with the right people. You just have
No, I know, but I'm
like-
saying like probably the guys that created the VR
already
stuff,
had that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
already had the
sorta.
idea before we did.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Anyways,
But-
continue.
But yeah, so it's cool. But here's the thing: there are, in reality, the situation is that like when you drink or you're under influence of other things, right? The concept of reality kind of like there's a bit of a
Just smudged it a little bit.
a little bit, right? Think of mixing that
Okay.
with a VR experience of something.
Like VR on LSD type of shit.
People will take shit when they're at rave, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you take it and you just put on a VR goggle.
It's either really gonna freak you out or it's really gonna work.
It's probably gonna work, but here's the thing: this is what
If you can get past the
people
idea.
who've experienced this have told me, right?
Okay.
The best thing about their experience was the fact that they could. It was that's where the whole thing came to me as well from that conversation. He was telling me that the best feeling he's ever had was being in that scene and being under influence was the touch of a human being.
Okay.
Like the warmth he felt
yeah.
and like the
Physical contact.
euphoria he felt from that physical contact. He was like, it was like so something else. Like it's not like normal, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we'll be missing out on. Like, because if he's in that state, his brain is like full on going to like, this is our basic needs and this is fucking euphoric for me.
Yeah.
So imagine that like we're cutting these basic pleasures out of ourselves
Yeah.
the second we go into that like hard cold technology, man. Like as much as it's cool and everything like that, it's
For now, at least. The
For now.
transition period,
yeah.
it's going to be shit. Can I change the topic to something I saw today?
Yeah.
That I have a lot of questions about,
Sure.
which I don't know if you'll have the answers for it or not.
Probably not.
Uh,
With that way, the way you said it, probably I
You
don't.
know, Kim Kardashian has a clothing line, right?
No. Actually, yes. Nat, I
It's
think,
called
bought
Skins
something
or
from it.
Skims or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
So I saw an advertisement today for, I don't know if this is new or old, or it just hit my Instagram today, but she's selling bras that is a normal bra, but has an external nipple. So when you wear a shirt, a nipple is showing, but technically not your nipple.
What's the point of wearing a bra then?
That's my question.
I don't think you and I are the people who answer this question.
Yeah, but I'm not going to ask
Since
your wife. Like, what the
No, don't ask my wife.
Yeah,
or I'm not going to ask my wife either, actually.
Well, I was really trying to think hard about it. That I understand bra provides support as well.
Yeah, I guess
Well-
you get the support and
And what?
I don't know.
Also, what's the equivalent to for like? It's like if you wear underwear,
But have your dick
has a
out.
dildo in front of it. I don't get it. You know, actually, I saw like a it was like a sketch comedy. I don't know if it was real or if it was a comedy thing, but I think it was in Thailand or some shit
Oh my God.
that a lot of women were getting raped, and the advertisement was like how to prevent it. There was these yoga pants that had a dildo inside of it that would show the outline. So the advertisement was like, "Oh, this girl puts it on, goes in the street, some guy grabs her from behind, goes to like
Turn around. Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
and then he sees the outline of the dildo. He runs away." I was like, I guess that works.
That kind of works.
Yeah, but good luck getting a boyfriend.
You probably get a girlfriend though.
Yeah. Sorry, that was completely separated from the VR.
No, I mean
the nipple thing, I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. Can I add something to it?
Sure.
Speaking of her ex-husband Kanye West
Okay.
released his album.
How was I didn't
Fucking
know.
amazing. It's really good. It's weird for sure.
I mean, when is it not?
No, but he's a genius. I fucking love him. Like,
Okay. Let me ask this question: do other people online say it's good, or is it just you that says it's good?
I'm not online,
That's a good point.
but I think it has gotten good reviews
you think-
because he topped. I know this. He topped Taylor Swift as being the number one
Yeah,
artist.
but that could just be like people curious to see what he put out.
No, bro, compared to the Swifties and shit, like,
True. The thing, he had that album. I think this was the last album of Kanye I listened to, so I don't know how many albums ago this is. But he had that Sunday Church Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
song.
Church on Sunday.
What did you think about that album?
I didn't like the album. I love that song.
Okay, so that's the song that made me stop listening to Kanye. I was just like,
No, it's weird as fuck, but like,
okay, so you
I
thought
don't-
that album was bad, but this one is good.
No, that album was bad, but that song I liked.
Okay, but that album
No,
was
but
bad.
this album is good.
Okay, I'm just trying to gauge
No,
your...
but if you listen to the lyrics, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But the thing, I don't. Have you seen his documentary on Netflix?
Yeah, doesn't do it for me.
Okay, so in the documentary, you will realize that core origin of this artist is that he's a producer.
Yeah.
And he's a really good one at that, right?
Okay.
So always like it's not just about like him rapping on the song and the lyrics he used. It's like what the beat is, like how the
The thing is, I like lyrics. I don't care about
no, I like the lyrics too.
Yeah.
But when you listen to some of his lyrics, you're like, what the fuck is this guy saying? You know?
pretty much all of it lately.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, after his mom passed away, he kind of got more and more crazy. That was the tipping point.
I still don't know if he's actually crazy or he acts crazy or...
No, for sure, you got to be some level.
No,
of
but like...
crazy. But good
there was,
crazy, in my
There was
opinion.
this whole thing that like every time he's on meds, his albums suck.
Yeah.
So he started, when he wants to put out an album, he goes rents a villa in the middle of fucking nowhere, gets off of his meds, makes the music, then gets back on the meds. There was this whole, I don't know if it's true or not.
I'm really not sure about that. But
did he get his Adidas deal back?
there was this picture of him with the CEO of Adidas. I didn't really. I
think he's making a comeback because they even asked him about the conflict, and
yeah.
and he's been very vocal about.
No, he apologized.
He apologized, and when they asked him about the conflict, he's like, "Man, I really don't know about these stuff outside the country. I'm just like."
Yeah,
It was
good.
a very like.
Yeah, it was good.
I ate shit. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean they went after, but here's the
I
thing.
mean, what he said was
pretty aggressive.
yeah.
But that's why I like him. He's just like he goes hard at it.
Honestly, the moment I started hating him, not hating him, but just disliking him, was he did an Ellen interview. I think must have been like 10 years ago or something. That he was like, it was in one of those speeches that like, I'm the Picasso of the generation. You guys just don't know it, and like,
But he's always had the attitude. Like you
Yeah,
gotta
I
have
don't
the
like it.
attitude to like actually achieve something. You
That's
know?
not true.
For him,
Drake doesn't have it. Eminem doesn't have it. Kendrick doesn't have it.
okay, Kendrick and J. Cole are a whole nother thing. But I'm saying for him,
Yeah,
like where he came from
yeah.
and all of this, like it was a great attitude to have because what he is now, a good amount of credit actually goes towards that attitude.
I get it. I'm just saying, for me personally, that's why I.
Being humble always. If you're fucking great and you're humble about it,
Yeah.
like people like Jake. I'm not gonna categorize Drake at the same level of Kendrick and J. Cole.
Yeah, of course.
Like J. Cole and Kendrick, fucking
Yeah.
amazing, and they're great at it. But like, I was just so happy. Fuck. I just remember something else. Do we have time?
Yeah, we have.
Okay,
Well,
so
it's our own podcast.
no, I know, but like usually time wise, it's like so. The whole Kanye West thing, like his album doing well and everything, was very satisfying. You know, like it shuts up a lot of people who just hate on him. I
Okay.
hate the fact that there's so much hate going on, like all the social media shit. Not gonna get into this too much, but there's so much hate going towards Tom and Bert, by the way,
For what?
from Two Bears in One Cave.
What'd
You have
they do?
no idea. Like literally every comment on Instagram and everything is just hate.
On their page or other
On
pages?
their page, every comment on fucking YouTube on their episodes is pure hate, right?
Shit, really?
Like I don't fucking understand why. Like I like them, that's why I listen to them. There's this not podcast. There's this YouTube channel called Podcast Cringe or Cringe Podcast.
Okay.
And it has the most misleading clickbaity fucking
Which clips it out of,
thumbnails.
like, okay.
And then it says like, oh, Rogan versus Shane Gillis. And it's not even that. or Rogan like crying, like losing money over the Spotify deal. It's actually talking about how Rogan's Spotify deal is.
Well, the actual videos are accurate.
The
and
actual
thumbnail
video has nothing to do with that, and the thing he's just like speculating. He's not like, I think his last, I checked it out today because I was driving a lot, and he was saying that like, Leanne, Bert's wife, exposes Bert Kreischer for his comedy style and everything, and not much. And he said some shit like I didn't like. And check him out if you want, but like definitely want. The first time in my life, I actually want to press the unlike button on YouTube. Like video. I was just like, dude, like you actually wasted my time, you know? Yeah. Anyway, but it was good enough of a clickbait thumbnail that got me check out like 3 of his videos. Not full length, but like some part. This is what I was gonna say. We talked about the Drake thing. I remember I want to talk to you about this. So not so long ago, actually, Taylor Swift had a whole thing going online that an AI made a deep fake
of her song?
No, of her doing explicit shit.
Oh, like video?
I don't know if it was video pictures. Okay. This was going online that this is what happened. And it's the whole crazy shit about going on about it and saying that like, oh, honestly, it's pretty fucked up. Because think about it, like you're a famous person, blah, blah, blah. But like AI makes like real shit, you know, like very believable shit. Right. And making a deep fake of you doing like whatever shit that you're not, obviously you're not doing it. Like it's pretty fucked up. Yeah. And like just putting it out there for people seeing it, and like people like then are fantasizing about shit like that for you and all. True. It's just really like it's, you know, it makes you.
I think in terms of celebrities, I think it's gonna reach a point that there's gonna be so much fake stuff for everyone that people aren't gonna care anymore.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I think the dangerous part is
it becomes believable that you don't know if it's real or not.
No, like what if they start like with presidents and stuff?
No, there's already.
I know, but right now sometimes it's iffy. Like you can tell it's deep fake, but like if it gets so good that you can't tell, it can create like real panic in people online.
No, but the same valid point, by the way. But at the same time, it's like saying that when there's a even computer virus, an antivirus comes right at the same time. Yeah. So if they create an AI that makes deepfakes so accurate, the only way to actually identify and like distinguish between real or fake is to create an AI that does the opposite of that.
You know, what is on the individual to do that?
No, 100%. As this is happening, no, fuck Facebook and all that. Like the government themselves will fear the fact that Trump most probably is gonna win, right?
Seems like it.
Trump already says crazy ass shit. Yeah. So imagine an AI be like, I'm gonna tweak it up just a notch, and like fucking nuclear wars happening.
No, I don't mean like between governments. I mean like for people who like are just online, like.
No, so that's why like
let's say like if there's a video that I don't know, this is very like some parts of states that's like full of people with like local militias and shit, and a video comes out that like, oh, your governor as your president, I'm telling you, go overthrow your governor.
No, okay.
Obviously, more believable than
I
sold it.
No way! Like, oh my god, let's do it.
I've been waiting for this.
Honey, where's my gun? No, but I'm saying,
guns. Where's my tank? It's America, man. I mean, you never know.
No, but that's the thing. Like, 100%, they're already foreseeing something, possibility of that. I think there is. There's no way.
The thing is, right now, like with news channels, right? Everyone knows that they spread fake shit just to get the clickbaits, right?
Yeah.
So what if those AI videos that like really like fire up people, they start posting those on news channels?
It can happen because already right now people do it even without the use of AI. They post like viral fucking statistics that are so inaccurate, but people respond, like react to it. Yeah. And like I told you this not last episode, I told like you and Faisal, I think 2 episodes ago. I said people just believe anything because they have short attention span. Yeah. They take it and that's it. That's their news. But because of what's happening and just like the concern that you have,
not even concern, it's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be fun unless
The
it
whole
happens
world is
around
gonna
us,
go to
man.
shit.
Yeah, but like to an extent, it's fun.
Yeah, we all gonna die sometime.
Yeah,
I'm really waiting for like an apocalypse situation. I really want to test myself.
I don't know if
I mean, there's a really high chance I'll fail very quickly, but it'll be worth it. Be fun. I started watching The Walking Dead from the beginning, just the first season.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched it or not. It was really good in the beginning. They turned to shit, but I was just starting to imagine, like, obviously that's zombie stuff, but like in general, like end of the world situation.
There's just too many. I want to watch that one actually, but like I'm gonna watch Yellowstone that you said. So
Yellowstone, definitely. Well, that's not end of the world type of shit, but
yeah, but like I'm saying, like that's the cue for like queued up for. But so you know how the craze about the whole Taylor Swift shit happened, right? And I got again, I actually give her and her fans for the first time the right to be like go fucking crazy about it because it's disgusting, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And now there's gonna be some legal like I don't know what do you call it, like legal codes or like articles added
for AI stuff
about concerning deepfake because that's like, bro, I this is a very long time ago actually when this whole deepfake shit like was starting. Like they created like an awareness video. Okay. Again, I'm like fucking
I know which
sidetracked about the kid. Yeah. So like just for people to hear it, it was like let's not think about like celebrities. Let's think about the fact that like people posted pictures of their kids online and stuff. So when it gets to that, what if that AI like takes a picture of someone's kid and does something like that?
Yeah,
that's like fucked up to such a higher degree, and like pedophiles and shit like that. Think about that. But anyways, I was gonna say, but there's one thing here that is completely fucking biased. Okay. There's the twist to all of this real shit that we're talking about. People go fucking crazy about the fact that Taylor Swift's like all like obviously fake explicit shit is going online, but everyone's fucking losing their mind about how big Drake's dick is and like lusting over it and like commenting like, "Oh fuck, yes, daddy," like shit like that. Like, I mean, so think about the difference here. Like, women are like. Just disgusting for you to think of someone naked and everything.
Next like, ooh, yeah.
Next day, same woman. Fuck yeah, daddy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it makes sense. There's always been that discrepancy between genders. But also, it would be. I think it would be very different if like Drake had a micro penis. You know, like that'd
be hilarious.
Yeah, but his album sales will drop massively.
His album sales will be more. His albums will be more. Makes more sense about him always being a sad fucking boy.
Yeah. Right? Bro, his next tour, I feel like it's gonna be like 99%.
Have you seen the bra shit that happens at his concerts?
The what shit?
Bra.
No, what happened?
Bras, like
would they throw it on stage or something?
They throw it on stage, and it got so fucking out of hand that it's like a funny shit now. But I will. I don't know if we can put the video up. But basically, people will throw shit, and now people take like humongous bras that like are like humanly like maybe 0.00001% of. It's like legit this big. And like they throw it on the drinks, like what the fuck? Like,
who are you?
You have to see the reaction. It's like what the fuck? Like I feel like it started because one woman actually had like
massive.
I don't know, size Z, I guess. Like if you call it.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
I don't know, man. Like he's like, what the fuck is this?
No, but it makes sense. Like if you're a girl, I think everyone's throwing it. It's like, how am I gonna get his attention? You know, throw a massive one. Basically a parachute up there.
It's weird.
What a life he's living. Well, should we?
He's living a good. But let's do it. But like, he's living a good life because I saw a video of him. Like, he's taking a relaxation day at his house.
Okay.
Mansion. He has a whole fucking basketball court and everything.
I've seen the tour. Yeah.
Have you seen the one that he's like, okay, I'm gonna go. In the morning, he goes makes himself a drink at the bar. Yeah. Then he goes to a whole cold plunge and sauna, then goes to the pool, then he goes smokes shisha by the fire, like fake fire. I'm like, honestly, for me, I was like, I'm becoming more stressed watching this video because I feel like you're not doing anything right now. Like,
I think he's the biggest artist ever.
What do you mean?
In terms of sales?
No,
I think so.
Wait,
I don't think anyone has been
No.
as consistently putting out shit as him for this long.
But the billionaire's name was Peter Thiel. He was he worked with Elon Musk for PayPal because Elon Musk.
Oh,
was
that's the guy that he fucked over. Is it two guys?
No,
I think he.
apparently he's not a very good guy, by the way.
Okay, all right, never mind.
Like it's not. Sorry, most successful
Musician or singer of all time?
artist of all time. The Beatles.
Okay, fair enough. But I feel like Drake is up there.
100. No, he should be up there for sure.
How long has he been like topping the charts?
If you
15
don't
years
mind,
or
I'll
something?
pull up the list real quick and then we can like end
Go
the
for it.
episode. So the Beatles and then Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Presley,
Man, there's no way Elvis had as much sales as Drake has.
Madonna, Celine Dion,
No way, man. No way.
Taylor Swift.
That makes sense.
As reviewed by our list reflecting the most streamed artists on digital streaming platform, Drake, Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny are the biggest artists worldwide in recent years, with the addition of BTS.
BTS, I think Korean pop. Or
What is that shit, man? Why is that like anyone?
I've never listened to it. I don't even know if it's how it is. But I think it makes a difference, like digital, or like the first chart you're talking about is probably like actual album sales,
Oh yeah.
not counting digital. But
Digital album sale of all time. Sorry. Top best of all time. Digital downloads of all time. Yeah?
yeah,
Okay. So the Beatles are still number one. Michael Jackson, then Elvis Presley,
yeah.
Queen, Madonna, the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Frank Sinatra,
Okay, never mind. No,
Eminem.
I was very wrong.
Then it's Eminem. Like I'm talking about, like okay, Elton John, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, U2, Celine Dion, Taylor Swift is number 15. I'm trying to find Drake.
Fuck it, man. Fuck it. I was so wrong. It doesn't even matter. Let's end the episode.
Okay,
All right. Thank you guys for watching this episode of podcast.
Drake number 30, by the way.
Thank you guys for. I was so fucking wrong.
No, I mean fair enough to think that way.
By the way, the U2, the one that you said,
you know what?
the fucking Apple Music.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
Disgusting.
we had to Google shit how to like, take
Get
it off.
your phone. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh,
Thank you
guys
guys.
for watching. Thank you guys for watching this episode of podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out our social media channels to see our clips and any updates we have. See you next Sunday.
See you guys. Goodbye.